Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy you're here. Today is channeled messages for the collective. If you're looking for a pick a card reading, please don't worry, there's plenty more of those coming, or check out one of my playlists. But today's reading is for the collective. We're going to take a look and see how your person is currently feeling about you and what they're thinking, the energy surrounding your connection, any future energies. I'll try and get as much information for you as I possibly can, okay? Right, let's find out what's going on between you and your person. We have destruction. I feel like there might be an energy of self-sabotage here from your person. I feel like things have really they may be a little bit chaotic. Things have really kind of broken down between you. But I sense there's this energy here whereby someone is self-sabotaging, like they've kind of destroyed this on purpose, or they've started acting out or acting in a way that has kind of pushed you away. Remember, these readings can go vice versa. And that is causing some upset in this connection. There may be arguments. But this whole vibe that I'm getting is really just like of someone in this connection acting out in order to push the other one away, in order to protect themselves. Or because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to be kind of man enough or woman enough just to say, I need some space, I need some time to think about this, right? Or I'm overwhelmed with my emotions, or kind of talking things through, right? So instead of doing those things, there's this energy of kind of acting out and pushing the other person away. It's causing like a big breakdown in communication, maybe a breakdown in this connection as well. Okay. We have guide. Follow your intuition at this time. Spirit is really clear about this. You may feel like there's a lot of darkness around this connection, that you're really struggling in this particular situation. But Spirit is saying, look, I'm always here for you. If you choose to, you can tune into this, and your intuition knows. So maybe you're looking a lot outside of yourself for confirmation or for information. Maybe you're being like Sherlock Holmes, trying to figure out what's going on with them, right? Spirit is really saying, come home to yourself, tune into your own energy, because you know the answers, okay? You know how it is that they feel. You know, maybe everything looks really confusing, but this is when we overly rely on our logical mind. Spirit is saying, listen to your body. Drop down into your body. How do you feel in your body, right? About this connection, about this situation, about what it is that they're saying. How does it make you feel in your body, like physically, and your emotions? Okay, we can run away from doing that, because sometimes when we do that, we can connect to feelings that are uncomfortable, right? And so it can be safer to stay in the logical mind and to stay disconnected from the body. But Spirit is really clear. If you listen to those, if you can drop down into your body and do that and listen to that, then you'll know and you'll get guidance, and that will help you throughout your whole life. So that's what I see here for you. And you are being guided through this. You know, this is like a light in the darkness. So if this connection is feeling like a bit of a struggle, or very confusing, or like you're going through a dark time, there is this lantern image on here. So it is a light in the darkness, okay, which is kind of guiding you through. Seeing these two cards together is sort of super interesting. This kind of tornado, and then this kind of light, you know, all this darkness, this storm, right? But there is a light guiding you through all of this difficult, you know, this challenging situation, okay? I am not available. So you may be dealing with somebody who's in another connection. I sense that this is more emotional, like they're emotionally unavailable at this time. Remember, we're just looking at a snapshot of the energies. Please don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm seeing here. Maybe like the way that they are behaving, if they're pushing you away, is because there's this energy where they are emotionally unavailable. They could have an anxious attachment style, or an avoidant attachment style, more likely, is what I'm sensing. So that's what I see here. So they may go through their whole life like that. We'll look at this closer, but they may kind of wake up to that. This could be part of their spiritual journey, to learn how to love freely, okay? But if you just feel like, I'm trying to connect with you, but I feel like I'm coming up against this brick wall, this is why they're kind of not making themselves available for love. And you deserve that. You deserve reciprocal love. You deserve someone who can see you and hear you, you know, so you feel kind of supported. you know, who can see and hear you spiritually and emotionally, right? You deserve that. So that may be it. It could be a temporary thing as well. We'll look at this. Sometimes, you know, people can be emotionally unavailable, and it may not be a pattern. It may just be something that they've been triggered into. You know, they're in that kind of shut down space, or that sometimes in life, if there's a lot going on, or there's overwhelm or mental health problems or something like this, that the bandwidth for connecting with somebody else and relationships can make us emotionally unavailable and not open to a connection. So hopefully that like clears things up a little bit for you. If you're just like, I don't understand why you're being so hot and cold, or why I'm getting crumbs, or why you've pulled away. There's always kind of something below the surface, and I feel like that's what it is, right? No, Spirit is saying shuffle. Shuffle again. Look, we will be together again. So that this is this light in the darkness that I'm seeing. So your person may be going through some difficulties. They may be processing some deep triggers at this time. But there is this desire within them to kind of be with you, right? To reunite with you. And they feel like it isn't over, right? So there may be a break. There may be a hiatus in this connection. But you're still very much connected energetically, and like you don't feel like it's over, and they don't feel like it's over either. So they may have pulled quite far away from you, right? So it's like an elastic band. I've actually got an elastic band. How about that? Right? So it's like an elastic band, you know, and it stretches and it stretches. So sometimes it stretches quite far, right? And you feel like you are pulled apart from one another, but look, you're still connected, and you can kind of snap back together. So that's what I see here. Let's see, let's jump into your tarot, see what's going on here. Six of Swords is the general theme. So yeah, this energy of kind of walking away from something, of kind of pulling away from it, moving on from this a little bit. For maybe you, maybe them, maybe you're thinking I should move on from this because this feels like it's over, right? Yeah, this is so interesting. I'm not surprised to see this. You get the Hermit, Page of Swords, Six of Cups, soulmate twin flame energy here. Very, very deep spiritual bond that you have with this person. If you're feeling it very deeply, this is why. It's a spiritual connection. Your soulmates, for sure. So Virgo's energy showing up strongly, and Gemini energy as well. That may resonate with you. But look at this. It's just like... it's kind of like you've tried to kind of... I'm getting a couple of messages. You've tried to kind of cut through this mask that they have, this veneer that they have of, or the wall that they have that they put up in front of them. This is what I'm saying. You've tried to cut through that to get to them, you know, to get to them, to kind of connect to their heart, to reach them. This is what I see you doing. You've tried that time and time again, right, in all different ways, by showing them how much you care, by being vulnerable, by kind of loving them as much as you possibly can, by giving them second chances. You've kind of poured love on this in order to try and reach them, and you haven't been able to do that. You haven't been able to cut through it in order to experience this union, right? And to experience deep connection with them, right? It's like they feel like maybe they're a loner, or they just keep themselves to themselves, or they keep their heart protected, is what I'm seeing. But they're giving you like just enough to keep you interested. You know, they may connect with you a lot on social media. They may send you lots and lots of messages. You may even talk on the phone, or you have done these for the past energies, right? But when it comes to actually connecting in person or connecting face to face, you know, where you really feel like, so they're giving you a lot, you know, they're giving you time, they're giving you attention. It seems like a lot of that is online, right? Or whatever, or just like, when you meet, they seem very enthusiastic, or they have done, but ultimately they're still, it's a little bit cold, and they're still keeping themselves to themselves, or they're still just keeping their heart kind of protected. There's this energy that they have where they're just like, but I'm better off alone, or I feel better in my own energy. because it's safer is what I want to say. And yet they're curious about you. They're curious about what it would be like to be in a connection with you. They're curious about what it would be like to be in a relationship. It's like they get little glimpses, little bits and pieces of what it would be like to be in healthy connection, healthy relationship with somebody, and experience reciprocal love and that infinity loop of kind of energetic, you know, beautiful feelings and love between two people, and they get glimpses of that, so they're interested in it, and it's just like, yeah, I want to do that, but it's safer to keep all this inside myself. It's safer to keep my heart protected. They get 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Swords. So there's this energy of like, all is lost here as well. It feels like they made some decision and they made the wrong decision, or they made a wrong turn at some point with this. And now they feel like all hope is lost. That's what I'm sensing. That's the kind of energy that your person is in right now. They feel like all hope is lost. And it's like they're just so... They have a lot of anxiety and a lot of confusion within themselves. They don't see things clearly at all. They don't see you clearly. They don't see this connection clearly, okay? So they're coming from a level of consciousness when it comes to love and relationships, which isn't that expansive at this time or regarding this connection. I'm not saying your person is a bad person or anything like that. It's just where they're at with their energies. So it feels like a wrong turn was taken, and now they're in this energy of all hope is lost, that they'll never be able to... Oh my goodness, my bunnies are being so noisy. I've just given them some toys to play with. I shouldn't have done it. But they're having fun. That's the main thing. So yeah, this energy of all hope is lost, of kind of really feeling like they've made a deep mistake, like they've taken a wrong turn, they've made a mistake. This is really playing on their mind now, okay? But they can't, right at this time, they've just got a lot on their mind and they can't think clearly, okay? This is what I'm sensing, that they can't see the way forward at all. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe you're just like, all you need to do is apologise and just show up for me consistently or whatever. But they can't see the way forward. It's like they don't fully understand what it is that they've done either. They just know that they feel kind of really bad. They may be experiencing depression or just a really low mood. Just kind of feeling overwhelmed as well is what I'm getting with their emotions and stuff like that. But it feels very... confusing. It feels like they're in this really confused space and that things are really cloudy and they're a bit low, is what I'm sensing. Oh, wow, look at this. So you get Knight of Pentacles, Strength, Knight of Swords. So Leo's energy showing up here, Taurus energy and Aquarius energy, the strongest that I'm getting at this time. It's so interesting. So it's just like they wish that they had the courage, the strength within them, they wish that they were able to be vulnerable enough to come towards you. But it's just like, just look at just the way it's looking, just these 2 knights just facing her like that. They're just like, I see them coming back towards you. I see them being able to get in touch with that kind of courage, right? I think it's taken them a long time to do this. I sense that it has taken them a long time to do this, to kind of get up the courage, but when they do, they're going to come towards you full force. So you may kind of wake up and then just find that they've blown up your phone, that you get 12 messages from them. I feel like it's like they want to come towards you, but it's not very well thought through. I do see them coming towards you. I think it's been a long time coming. Maybe you've waited a long time for them to do that. I'm hearing the words Dutch courage. So it may be the case that they don't message you until maybe they're a little bit high or a little bit drunk or something like this, and you get some kind of drunk message coming through for you. So it's like you're in their energy. You're at the forefront of their mind. They want to connect with you, and yet they're not quite brave enough just to kind of be bold like that. So they need this kind of... It's that kind of late night text that they're kind of reaching out to you with. This is what I see. Or you might get the hey text or something like this. It's something that's going to be like they just kind of cut through their resolve. They're just like, okay, I'm going to do this. And it's quite spontaneous when they decide to do it, because it's on their mind all the time. It's like in their energy field. I want to reach out to you. I want to reach out to you. I want to tell you about this that's happened. I want us to discuss this. But then I see them coming towards you, and they just want to be in your energy so much. They want to come towards you full force and experience your goodness, because you're so like authentic and pure and open-hearted and grounded and intuitive. You know, you're all these things. You know, there's so much kind of, you feel very high vibrational, very nourishing to them. And, you know, so why wouldn't they want to come towards you? So they've been slow in doing so, but I see them, what I'm hearing is making an approach. But I don't think I describe it very well, but I just feel like when they do, may not be like very like balanced or very well thought through, if you can kind of catch my drift a little bit. It may feel like it isn't quite what you want. Like, I feel like what you want is to have like a really good heart-to-heart or a beautiful conversation, or to really feel like they've thought about things and you feel connected. But I feel like that initial contact from them is going to be like a little bit hasty, right? Okay, they see you as really magical. They see you as elevated. They see that kind of, what I'm sensing is that they are, I don't know what the word is, not like shocked or surprised that you're kind of doing so well without them. I feel like you haven't, if you are struggling, you haven't given them any indication that that is the case. You haven't phoned them up crying or whatever. You've kind of maintained your poise a little bit. You're just like, well, if you want to do that, you do you, but I'm going to carry on investing in myself, doing my self-care, putting myself first, learning about myself, learning about my own patterns and triggers. You're putting this first. You get Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, right? So Taurus energy showing up again. Could be Capricorn's energy as well, is what I'm sensing. So they're just surprised. I don't know whether it's surprised or maybe like a little bit put out, okay, that you haven't like begged them, that you haven't come crawling back. You're just like, well, you've made yourself clear. I accept it. I'm going to live my life, right? This is the kind of energy that you're in. But I see them definitely taking action towards you. They want to come towards you, and they may want to come towards you for just something quite superficial, like a hookup, something like this. Because I do see that they have a lot of, they see you as very, very attractive, very, very magnetic, right? And you've only made yourself more magnetic by not begging them, by not kind of, you know, crawling to them. You're just like keeping your poise, keeping your energy to yourself. You've just made yourself more magnetic. I do see them making that action to come towards you. It may not be fully what it is that you want at this stage. You know, you can see how it develops, so you can have your own boundaries around that, and I sense that you will, but they definitely want to come towards you to experience your energy, to take action. So they're going to take some sort of action, but I sense that it may be a little bit hasty, not very well thought through, not as kind of deep and connected as you would like, right? But they're very much, you're thinking about you all the time. You're really in their energy, right? You're at the forefront of their mind. They want to experience you, right? And what I'm hearing is you make them feel better. I mean, that isn't your job to do that, but this kind of inner struggle that they're having when they're with you, they feel really good because they connect to your energy, and your energy is elevated and high vibrational and really nourishing, right? So they love to kind of be around you and to kind of explore that and to experience that. So they have a lot of passion for you, a lot of desire for you, right? That's what I'm seeing, right? Let's see what else we've got here. Definitely going to send you a message. They're definitely going to reach out with a message. All that glitters is not gold. So it's just, I feel like there's this energy here where you've kind of, you've got to know the real them. So they may be presented as this way to you where they're just like, they're everything that you wanted, they feel like your soulmate, and they are a soulmate, right? But the way that they show up to life, the kind of, the persona is not who they really are. So maybe they look like they've got it all together, maybe they look like they're working towards their goals, okay? Maybe they look very successful, all of this, right? You're just like, yeah, this one ticks all the boxes. And yet what you found through getting to know them is that they have these vulnerabilities, these triggers, these weaknesses, okay? And that's, this person isn't how they present themselves to be. So this isn't a surprise. This is something that you've kind of learned from getting to know them. You're just like, I didn't know. You seem really confident. I didn't know you were going to be have these insecurities or something like this, right? Or you seem like such a nice person. I didn't know that you could have this kind of mean streak in you. Not necessarily. I'm just kind of giving examples of how that energy might show up, okay? We have the card Out of the Blue as well. This is really mirroring that Knight of Swords energy. I feel like they're going to reach out to you, they're going to come towards you, and it's going to be when you least expect it. Okay, so it may be when you've decided to move on, or just, you know, you're busy doing your own thing, and then you hear about, or kind of when you've let go of it a little bit, and you're no longer checking in with them, and you're just like, well, you know, I feel good in my own energy, but they're going to reach out to you out of the blue. What you do about that is up to you, of course. So they do see that you are very magical, very special, right? That there is a lot of goodness here, that there is something that could grow, that this has long-term potential. They see all of that, and yet it's difficult for them to connect with it. That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honour to read your cards, as always. I've loved it so very much. If you want a longer, more in-depth reading, I recommend Psychic Source. They are giving Lumiere subscribers their first reading for just $1 a minute. So it is the best deal out there, especially if you want a longer style reading. If you want someone, if you've got a lot of questions, or you want someone to look deeply into this connection, or your future, whatever it is that your question is, then that is a great way to do it. If you want to get a longer call, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is that you want, this is the most affordable way to do it. And the beautiful thing about Psychic Source is that they give a satisfaction guarantee. So if you are not happy with your reading for whatever reason, they will give you another reading absolutely for free with the advisor of your choice. So you cannot say fairer than that. So if you want to take advantage of that deal, check it all out. It's linked in the description box below this video. But I'm sending you lots of love and blessings. I look forward to seeing you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye.